And welcome back to Hollowponds Solo Sagas, where today we will be playing our 14th episode of the fantastic game Dragonbane. So, welcome back and welcome to subscribers. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, as the little icon at the bottom describes. It would be very much appreciated. There's about 50% of people haven't subscribed, actually over 50%, and so it'd be lovely if some of you subscribe. If you can, that would be great. Yep, this is our 14th episode. I'm wearing one of the t-shirts, it's probably linked at the bottom of this video. This is an extra large, and I've lost weight recently, and so I'm no longer an extra large. I think I could probably fit into a medium in these t-shirts, but a large would be comfortable, a medium would fit. But anyway, here they are. I said I'd wear one when I came. There's a Quackbane one coming, which I'll wear when it turns up. But they're quite nice material, work quite nice. I said I'd wear them. Anyway, enough of me trying to sell stuff. But if you do, I'll be able to buy extra games and other stuff. One of the things I was going to mention, which I wrote myself a note, I've been going through the videos and stuff. I definitely don't think I've been playing healing as rules per written, as raw. The way, I think 2 episodes ago, Eartha healed herself in combat. Definitely I don't think you're allowed to do that. I think you can only heal yourself out of combat, and you definitely can't heal yourself. So Eartha couldn't have done healing on herself. As an NPC, Quackbane would need to do healing on her. As a solo character, Quackbane can heal himself, but strictly speaking, according to the normal rules, you can't heal yourself. You have to heal someone else, and definitely not in the midst of combat. You can't apply bandage and heal yourself, so I'll have to stop doing that. You can do the recovering willpower points, but you can't heal yourself. There we go. But we did, as I mentioned last episode, I have discovered that all of the other 12 episodes where Quackbane has been spending 3 will points to use the musician, or music, as it incorrectly describes it in the equipment part of the rulebook. We can do it for one will point instead. I've written Gorham and Eartha onto some cards, so they are more permanent, and we will... Oh, another thing I want to mention is I kickstarted Shadow over Gloomshire, which is a supplement for Dragonbane. That came, so at some point I will be... I think I've mentioned this previously, I will be including that, and we'll find a reason for Quackbane to go out and explore this, and we'll see about... So rather than using the solo process that we're about to kick off into doing, this will be more trying to play a pre-written adventure as a solo play, which I've kind of done a bit, started doing a bit in Piratborg, but we will attempt to do with Dragonbane using Shadow over Gloomshire, because it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I'm pretty pleased with it. It's by Robin, and I can't say your surname. For the life of me, I can't say your surname, but I'll try putting it up down there. Sorry, Robin. Writing and layout by Robin. Anyway, as we were, ladies and gentlemen, or folks, or people, to be more precise, and not using gender-specific terms. So we will rejoin at the chapel at the top of Deepfall Breech, discussing with Stonegaze. Quackbane will have given Eartha the rations that he purchased for her. She will be showing some of the rabbit skins that she's been hunting for, and Stonegaze will call them towards him. Quackbane will get out his little notebook, and Stonegaze will say, "I see you are all ready to return to the breach. We have much to do to stop these cultists and to reform the World Breaker, so as we can then defeat the demon that's rising. This quest I call the Mage's Refuge." Alright,
let's get on with it then.
A wizard of repute once dwelt within the breach, studying the fiendish origins of the rift itself. Decades have come and gone since the mage's demise, and the tower lies abandoned. Venture there, and retrieve an artifact more than useful to ye, a pair of calling stones, to bind ye soul to the surface, should you have the need. Calling stones. These two stones are individually linked. Ingolf asks you to keep one in the name of his chapel, while the other one mentions your possession. Oh, okay, so basically, there's a game called For the King, which is on the Xbox. It's a PC game. There's these stones that you can return. So basically, they will allow us to instantly return back to the surface if things go a bit, tits up. Speaking actually, your stone instantly returns you. So we'll say it will return not just Quackbane, but people standing next to Quackbane. So Quackbane will have to get next to Gorum and next to Eartha for this to work.
Alright then, that sounds quite useful. Nothing to do with the Worldbreaker shard then?
Apparently not. No, but these will come in very useful as you voyage deeper into the breach, where your return will be dangerous if you do not have these stones.
Alright, because I think we've been forgetting about returning, which I could look up and realise I've just missed a bit of the last 12 episodes, because otherwise, why are you giving out returning stones, Stone Gaze?
Yes, Quackbane, you have been missing stuff. Oops. But you must be wary, there is a threat that I see that will pursue you through the breach.
Oh God, not another one.
A troll once...
A what, fella?
A troll.
A troll? Not a troll.
Yes, a troll once called this...
Hold on, a troll?
Yes, Quackbane, Why?
We encountered a troll down there. He weren't that happy. He didn't like us being in his cave, and he just didn't like us point blank. Wah. He particularly didn't like Gorum. Wah. In fact, Gorum stuck in his throat a bit, didn't you, Gorum?
I don't think that's funny. A troll once called this mage's friend and has protected the tower for centuries. With the conjurer's death, the guardian wanders the bridge and hunts those who seek its long-dead companion's wealth and wisdom. This is when the threat activates, a lumbering troll finds you, which we will make it the same troll. Why don't we make it the same troll that they encountered beforehand, and that was him lumbering around trying to find stuff that they bumped into under the tunnels. So, when this hits 6, the troll's going to stumble upon them, and then we're going to have another fight with a troll. Hopefully we do better than we did last time, because 2 episodes ago, I'll put it up there, we got owned by a troll.
Right then now, are we all set? Water bottles full, wah. Storage stored, wah. Don't forget anything.
Oh, we nearly did the shot.
Shut up, Gorum.
And they will head to the back of the chapel where Stonegaze is standing there patiently holding the frayed curtain aside for them to go back into those spirally stairs that go to the back of the chapel and spiral down into Deepfall Breach, where they are going to start hunting for a moon door.
Now, what did he say? To access the tower from the vault, step ye not into a passage, but through the illusionary wall marked with a crescent moon. Alright, so we've got to find something in the vault with a crescent moon.
Is this wandering around passageways again looking for something special?
Do you know what I think it is? I think we're going to have to wander about a bit and try not to get in any trouble.
So, I guess we'll do the same thing again. It's less descriptive, it just says, to access the tower from the vault, step ye not into a passage but through the illusionary wall marked with a crescent moon. Alright, so we'll assume that we need to go down, so we're going to take the spirally tunnel down and then find some passageways, and the team are going to have to wander about the passageways, possibly following a little map that Quackbane has been given, a very basic sort of line drawn map that Quackbane would have been given by Stonegaze to try and find where this illusionary wall is. I guess we'll give them, because it's the beginning, we'll give them, I don't know, so we've got part 1. So what have we got? This has got 8 parts to it. Yep, 8 parts, of which 2 are unknown. 2 are unknown, parts 3 and 5 are unknown. All the rest we've got some text for. I don't like to read ahead, so all I know is there's 8. And of course I can see the words, like the last part's called Mage's Study. So we're heading towards the X-Wizard's Tower, and we're going to try and get into it from the bottom to access the tower from the vault. Alright, so we're going to return back to the ritual chamber type area, those passageways under the ritual chamber, and we're going to attempt to re-explore those, because that's where the troll was, to try and get to where this moon door is. So step 1, moon door, will give us, we've got to do 3 skill checks, wandering around, and we're going to try and make them imaginative. And if we fail one, then we will have an encounter. And the sort of things that we can encounter, what sort of things that we can encounter? Let's say we can encounter, because I know there's some goblins in there, in the bestiary. There's some goblins in the bestiary. And what else can we get? Let's grab some things from the bestiary. Things that would be, I mean, oh, how about some beetlekin? Beetlekin. They look quite interesting, don't they? So we might encounter some beetlekin. I'm going to do this and we probably won't encounter anything. Beetlekin counts as monsters. That's all right. How many would those be? We'll look up and see how many you'd normally encounter. Ant people. We've done ant people. Spiderkin. Oh, how about a spider? A spider. That gives us 3. What else have we got? Something interesting but not fatal. Oh, skeletons. Skeletons are normal. Let's say some skeletons. We didn't encounter skeletons that time when I almost got us to encounter skeletons. We haven't actually fought skeletons. That gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll do 5, 6 is nothing. So every time we do a foul roll when we're searching around and we're going through these passageways trying to find, we will then we'll do 3 checks, and then we'll have the moon door. If we do a success on the moon door of a skill roll, then we've walked through it. Otherwise, it's a false lead and we have to go back round again, which means that we could encounter stuff. There we go. How's that? So, that's all right. So we're in the tunnels. Eartha will go up front, and Eartha is going to start moving forwards. So we will do first off, because we're in the tunnels, and we don't know what's going on, and so we'll have Eartha was going to make an ordinary awareness roll as she's going to try and move forwards, which will be one of our skill checks. So an ordinary awareness roll, 3 is a success. So oh, that's going to probably be a good d20. We'll put that on the side. Good d20. So Eartha continues to move forwards, and she's going, now follow closely and follow quietly, especially you, Quackbane.
Me, love? I thought you were going to say Gorham. Wah.
No, I can be quiet.
I can be quiet too.
Shush.
Oh, sorry.
So they've moved forward. So with her awareness, she's noticed maybe some of the beetle kin wandering through a side passageway as she's leading them through. And they're moving closer towards where the vault should be based on this little map that Stonegaze has drawn. The walls have naturally got this lichen at the top, which glows in this part of the vault, and it's probably from the magic of the old magic of the tower that's seeped into underneath the areas of the rocks and everything that's underneath. So she's moving forwards, trying to find the moon door. All right, let's give Gorham. Gorham's got an awareness of 10. Okay, Gorham is going to. They're going to come across. Here we go. They're going to come across a door. And they can't pick the lock of the door, so Gorham is going to try and hack away at the lock and get through the lock, and that's going to be his skill roll. We're turning this into like a narrative type thing, so we're just inventing it to give him skills to go through. They know they need to go this way because of the map, but there's no door on this map, so Gorham's going to try and hack his way through this door with his hand axe. 17, failing, which means we then roll a d6. 5, nothing. So he's making a lot of noise hacking through, but nothing seems to come through. I can't get through. Let me try again. So he'll try again. 9, yes. And this time he hacks away at the hinges instead of the lock, and hacking away at the hinges is quite easy. So it's always the way, isn't it? When someone says, DM, how do I get through the door? What they should be saying is, how strong's the wall look? Can I knock my way through the wall next to the door? And so we'll take that as our second success before we try and find a moon door. And then we'll continue through. Now Quackbane will have a go.
All right there, I told you, leadership material, let me go forwards. I am going to have a look around, have a butcher's. What can I say that will be quite interesting?
What's he got? Myth and Legends? No. Myth and Legends would be good, but he's only got a 5. Beast Law is a 10. He could, we could do that. What about Bushcraft, which is also, no, he's going to do Beast Law. Beast Law, which is a 10, right? But what we're going to say is he is going to look at where the bugs and the various different creatures, because that beetlekin that was wandering around, that's what made him think of it. He's going to start should we increment this because he failed the roll and that took longer? Well, if Quackbane fails this roll, then we'll increment it, otherwise we won't bother. So Quackbane is looking at all the bugs and the worms and the various things that are moving through the lichen, and he's trying to find out which way they're going, thinking that the more they're going towards something, the more energy that must be there to keep them warm. As I said, he's got a Beast Law of 10. 17. Oh, he fails. All right, so he fails that one. This we're going to increment to 2 because he takes a merry dance in the wrong direction and another wrong direction. Number 1. Okay. And he goes,
Oi, now, all the bugs are going this way. And so what we're going to do is we're going to come around this corner, and then we're going to see ahead of us, oh bugger, there's a whole bunch of goblins.
And ahead of them, there is a goblin scout. How long that much do these wander around together? All right, how about we come across 2 goblin scouts. How many hit points have they got? 9. So they're you know, they're handy. Quackbane's got 14. Okay, so we're going to come across, there's 3 of us. Okay, 2 scouts. I don't want to kill us off. And a warrior or 2 warriors? 2 scouts and 2 warriors. Okay, so we'll have, all right, so we've rounded the corner. Quackbane's going,
right, now what have we got? Oh my god.
there are 4 goblins. 2 of them have got bows and 2 of them have got spears. And there's one of the beetlekin that we've seen earlier. He's on his back as they're stabbing him in the stomach on his laying on the back, and they look and go, oh,
Them.
and the 3 of them, as they turn a corner, like a corner to a little opening in the passageways, and there's the 4 goblinkin there stabbing up this beetlekin as they round the corner, and they both get surprised. Now, have we got, I think there was a thing somewhere, NPC reactions. Let's do an NPC reaction. Non-play character. Is there NPC reactions? 33. All right, we're going to lean towards no, which is, are they friendly? Yes, cancelled, because we're leaning towards no, which makes that neutral, which means that they're going to be, so we're going to round the corner, they're going to step off a bit, we're going to step back a bit, and we are going to roll. Quackbane is going to step forward, and Quackbane is going to try and do a bluff, and he's going to try and bluff his way past them, but I'm going to give him a Bane, because Quackbane hasn't dealt with goblins before. I guess they could speak English, but we'll say that Quackbane is going to go,
right, wait a minute, they don't look nasty. They look like they're too busy stabbing up the beetle.
that looks really sad.
Shut up, Gorham.
So Quackbane's going to step forward and he's going to sort of mime, like he did with the ant people. He's going to try and bluff his way around, but he's got a Bane. The Bane is the highest, is 13. His bluff is 13. So you can step forward, he's going to go, oh, we're going that way. So that successfully bluffs them. Now I'm going to say, what have they got? Awareness, sneak. What shall we give them? Let's give them a low. They're going to have unassisted. Let's say they've got 5s, because what's one of Quackbane's lowest scores? Bartering. He's got a 6 for bartering, and that's charisma based. He's got a high charisma. His intelligence is his strength is 7. What's the strength based skill that he has not got? 4s. All right, they've got 4s. for intelligence, they need to roll under 4 to basically realise that Quackbane is bluffing them. 4 exactly. I said under 4, but 4 exactly is enough, because otherwise I'm cheating it too much. Well, one of them is going to step forward and basically block Quackbane's way and make a symbol for money. There we go. And Quackbane is going to look at Gorham, and Quackbane is going to look at Eartha and go,
What do you reckon? Shall I pay him or shall we just do him?
let's do him. Let's do him. I think we could try and get past them without fighting. No, do him, do him, do him. No, I think it's best if we don't. All right, so Quackbane is going to just try one other bluff. He's also, no, he's going to sing. All right, Quackbane is going to use up 1 wheel point, because we now know he doesn't need it. By getting out his lyre, he's going to go,
Oh, goblin folk, you look so good, you look so keen and handy. You don't need my money, you don't need the funny. We're gonna tell you jokes and entertain you fine, whack. We're gonna keep you happy, or he's gonna kill ya. That didn't rhyme very well, no.
Sorry, Mr. Dunn. So we'll give him a straight roll, because he did have a bane. So now he's got a boon. And he's going to try and bluff past them with a 6. So he succeeds in sort of like, they're quite bemused. And as Quackbane's singing and entertaining, he's sort of signalling for the others to go behind him. And the others sort of like move behind him as he's singing, entertaining, they go around, and then they back out, and then the goblins are standing there sort of a bit unsure of what's just happened, as Quackbane and the other two sort of go off.
Now then, I don't think I'm very good at leading the way, so Eartha, do you mind taking over?
I don't mind at all. So Eartha will then lead at the front again. Eartha's got her... Maybe she'll go sneaky. So Eartha is going to attempt to go right up front, sneaking, and see if Eartha can find... I hope this is the low one. Eartha can find the way towards this moon door. She does. 11. She's got a sneak of 14. So she comes forward. So they're staying way back, party order, marching order. They're staying way back as Eartha is moving towards the forwards. And she comes then and back to them. Now, I think I found this crescent moon thing. And she leads them forwards, and painted on the side, painted on a wall up against the side, which when they put their hands against it feels quite warm. There is clearly the shape of a crescent moon.
Now then, Eartha, I don't know why you thought that could be a crescent moon. Now, have you tried walking into it?
No.
All right, let me give it a go.
We don't have like an arcana skill, do we? Oh yeah, that was. I looked it up, didn't I? You have an actual magic skill, which none of them have because they're not trained for magic. Awareness. So, Quackbane is going to study it, see if it is, if he rolls awareness. 5, yes. And he will step into this crescent moon and phase all the way through and then move past that crescent moon. And he then is into the second section as the other two come up behind him. What have we got here?
Now then, let's crack out the old folder again. What have we got?
I don't know. What's it say?
I can't really read my writing. Arboretum? I think it says Arboretum. What do you say, Eartha?
Yes, Dragonbane, that says Arboretum. In fact, it says Petrified Arboretum.
Now then, trees of brittle stone stand in maddening formations in the tower's Arboretum.
Oh, in the tower? And then they look around, and it does look like they've stepped from cracked, strange walls, which was around them, and they've stepped into more structured, well-constructed walls, sort of like that have been rendered. So they're definitely in the bottom of the tower.
Now then, find a path through and heed not the whispers of the trees. The dryads who once dealt within have long since become something else.
All right, we're going to replace where's that gone? We're going to replace the goblins with lizard people. So we've got lizard people, beetles, spider or skeleton or nothing, And we're again, so what we've done is we've come into this area, and then after a short passageway, we can clearly see that there's an area where all those trees have grown from the insides. Now it looks like a mini forest, and we are going to try and make our way through bushcraft. And we also, because it almost looks like we are outside, but clearly we're not, because the light is slightly weird, but there is definitely light coming from somewhere, and it seems like some magic is keeping this lit, so as the trees used to be able to grow. But there's a feeling of death and decay in the air, and the trees, as they're walking through, the leaves snap on the ground and twigs snap, and it looks like they've been laying there for ages. So we will go through, and this time, is it more than 3? It's complicated. So once we've hit 3, there's a 50-50 of a 4, of a 4th, and then of a 5th, and then of a 6th as we go. We need to get a success for each one before we can find our way out into whatever comes next, where we'll roll step 3. And anytime we fail, we're making too much noise, and we'll roll on the encounter table, and we will get an encounter. We will say, yeah, we'll still do a d6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, nothing. So Eartha is going to move forwards into these petrified, the trees look like they've been standing for centuries and centuries. The branches are white as all life has leached from this wood a long time ago. The soil feels brittle, the leaves are brittle, but obviously not many people have walked through this way, or no one like this has walked through this way, because none of the twigs and none of the leaves have been snapped, but their floor is littered with them. And they move forwards together, and Eartha will move forwards first, trying to lead the way, using her awareness and failing. 5 is nothing. So losing her awareness, and she steps on a massive twig, which creates the hugest cracking sound, and they all stand still. Oh, Eartha, love! I'm terribly sorry, that was so loud. I'm assuming it was a twig that you let loose there. Yes, Quackbane. And so they will continue. This time, Quackbane will go, let me go forwards. I'm quite good at the old bushcraft. So he's going to take a spyglass. I don't know, it might give him a plus, trying to find his way. I've got this little one that we sometimes take when we go walking. A little sort of telescopy thing. That helps. So make sure you go where you're supposed to be going. Let's think. No, we won't roll anything additional. So he's got a bushcraft of 10. He's got a boon because he's using his spyglass. 5. That's lucky. So he's going, all right, let's go around this way, down this way. That would give 1 positive. And so he leads them through some branches, and they can see that there's a small camp that was set up next to them. Maybe that was the beetlekin or the lizard people. A little camp had been set up, and the wood, the fire. Eartha goes and puts her hand in the fire. You know, not like in the fire, like feels the coals. They're still warm. Obviously, this is where somebody camped last night. There is definitely people in these woods. And then they'll move on a bit more. Look at Gorham can't. Oh yeah, Gorham is going to help. Gorham's going to get out his broadsword, because a way forwards through the trees is going to lead through some spider webs, because there's a spider. So Gorham is going to attempt to cut his way through the spider webs, and Quackbane is going to help. So then Gorham will get a boon. Quackbane is going to help cut through the spider webs using his daggers, whilst Eartha is going to cover them with her bow. So this is 12, and Gorham gets a boon because Quackbane is helping, which is lucky because there's 5. Again, that would have failed at 5. So they cut through, which is their second success. They cut through the spider webs, clearing a path to move forward. So now there's definitely spiders in here. I don't know how you worked that one out, for love, but I can see your hunting skills are awesome. Wah. Sarcasm is the lowest form of wit, Quackbane. You would say that. Wah. And then so they're going to move forward. So let's see who could do something next. Oh, I know. Let's see us think of a way of Eartha using a spear. Oh, acrobatics. All right, I've got one for acrobatics. Okay, so they're moving forwards through an area, and yes, Moving forward, obviously a bunch of trees have collapsed down. There's thicket and spiky thorny bushes blocking most of their exit. Now they can go back the way they came, or Eartha can try and use her acrobatic skill to tumble through the hole and get to the other side and try and work out a route that the other two will be able to come through as well. And so she is going to move forwards. She's got an acrobatics of 14, and she's going to attempt to nimbly move through, all slinky-like in her leather armour, move through the woods. This is me being slinky. Move through all the woods to the other side to be able to then map out a pathway that the two, the lads, come on lads, they can make their way through, even Gorham, who's massive. So this is a 14s. 11, whoa, yeah, we're doing quite well here, which is our third success. So we've gone through 3. Now, as we come through to the next clearing, this is our 50-50. Is it? Are we out? So we'll just do 1 to 10, yes, because low is positive in this. And 11 to 20, no, we've got to do another one. 18, no. So we're coming to a clearing, and it looks like we're finding our way out, and it ends up that there's just more of this wooded area, more of these dead trees that leads forwards. So Quackbane is going to, what have you got? Your physical beast law awareness you could do. He's got good acrobatics of 7. Maybe an evade. Maybe there's a okay, all right. So Quackbane's going to use evade. So Quackbane, if Eartha can make an awareness check, then Quackbane gets a boon. Otherwise, Quackbane gets a normal roll. 7, yes. So Eartha goes, watch out, there's a trap! As a log swings down and about to hit Quackbane, and Quackbane, with a boon, attempts to dive out of the way with his evade of 13. Both successes. So he just, as the log swings, he dives out and the log swings back, and everyone is okay. But they've bypassed it, so that's a 4th one. We'll do a 50-50. So that, when they investigate it, they think that was either put together by the lizard people or beetlekin. And on the ground around them, they can see different skeleton bones, but they don't look like they're the skeletons of someone who died here and then rotted. These look like they are the undead skeletons. So this trap wasn't actually set for them. This trap was set for skeletons, which are just wandering aimlessly around in these undead woods. Now we've got 50-50 again. 1 to 10, no. So again, we've not reached the end, so we need to do a 5th one, because this was it's complicated. Striking forwards again. Who will lead up first? We'll have Eartha. Eartha will go first for this one. So Eartha is going to use sneaking as her skill to attempt to sneak up into another clearing that they can see ahead, and they think they can smell smoke. So possibly this is someone who's actually set camp. So she is going to sneak up to this camp and see if she can see who's in it. 10 successfully. So she successfully sneaks up, and there are some beetlekin which are sitting around a fire eating some stew type thing, and she will be able to backtrack through and take everyone on a wide path all the way around the beetlekin. That's our 5th success. 1 to 10. 12, no, okay. We now feel that we're getting lost in these woods because we've been going for what feels like ever. Everyone is going to start getting a bit hungry and will start eating some of their supplies. So we'll take those rations down to 4, and this we're going to take to 3 because we've been in this petrified arboretum for absolutely ages. Quackbane is now going to say, all right, let me use, what's he going to do? Could use bushcraft again. Okay, I've got it. He is going to use knives, which is a 13. He's going to carve into some of the trees markings so as they stop getting lost and they can follow their pathway correctly, and then they know when they're backtracking on themselves. Eartha is... Now, how about Gorham? Gorham is going to do a hand axe check, and if he gets a success, then Quackbane can get a boon. 6 is a success, so Gorham is also helping, so Quackbane gets a boon. He needs to get 13s, both successes. So they successfully mark their pathways so as they're not going to get lost again. 1 to 10. Oh, God. They're really, no wonder I clicked that up. They're starting to get so tired and fatigued. So this is going to be, let's say, so I've got Gorham's gone down to 16. Quackbane has got a 14. And we'll make Eartha, who's got low hit points. Eartha can have a 12. So all 3 of them are going to have to make a con check. 2 of them have to succeed to get a success. So we've got Eartha, success. Gorham, who's got 16. Success, so they've passed. Let's see if Quackbane passes. Quackbane fails, okay, but that's okay. So Quackbane's getting absolutely shattered, but Gorham and Eartha have got enough energy to keep him moving and keep him moving forwards. So another pass. Come on, 1 to 10. We can't keep going. These people have got something to do. Will you let me have an 11? Can 11 be close enough to a 10? 11's close enough to 10. We've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've done 7 things. We've been wandering here. This has gone up. We've consumed 1 food. I'm going to say, even though it's that, if I was DMing this, that's enough for that. We've been wandering around for ages. They're shattered, but not in a taking a conditioned way. And they stumble out into the unknown. Okay, they stumble out, and we'll end there actually, because we've been doing that. Sorry about that. That went on much longer. We need to roll for step 3. All right, so next session we will start with rolling up whatever it is. So we stumble out of the woods and into dun dun dun. We don't know. Thank you very much for this our 14th episode of Dragonbane. I think, let me just check my notes. Yes, next week, if you send messages next week, I might be slow because I'm off to the UK for the first time in 22 years, and I will be there for about, it's going to work out technically 3 weeks, but it's about 2.5 weeks, and so I'm going to pre-record a load and then put them up, but I should still be able to message from there, of course. And if any of you are in the UK and you want to send us a message, I don't know, I'm going to be around London and probably we'll go down to Oxford. If any of you are nearby, I could potentially meet you. Who knows? Anyway, thank you very much, and as will come up in a minute on the bottom, please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. I mean, you've sat here for 40 minutes watching Quackbane, Eartha and Gorham wander around in some petrified woods and stumble across things. And so thank you very much for doing that, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.